Did you know you can read anyone's mind using three ancient, powerful techniques? By mastering these, you'll not only discern their thoughts, but also transform your understanding of human nature. Let's explore these profound teachings rooted in Buddhist wisdom that can elevate your life and relationships today. Let us begin by diving into the first technique, observing the eyes, which are often referred to as the windows to the soul. The eyes, though silent, have a unique power to communicate emotions and intentions that words often fail to express. When you engage in a conversation with someone, pay close attention to where their gaze is directed. Are their eyes fixed on you with genuine interest, or do they dart around, scanning the room as if searching for an escape? This subtle movement speaks volumes. A person whose gaze shifts rapidly may be experiencing anxiety or uncertainty, or they might be hiding something they don't wish to reveal. When someone avoids eye contact altogether, it could signify guilt, shyness, or even a fear of being found out. However, a steady and direct gaze often reflects sincerity and confidence. Imagine you're speaking with someone who doesn't flinch, whose eyes hold yours with a certain calm intensity. What they're telling you, whether verbally or not, is likely to be honest and unfiltered. Now consider another scenario. Someone's eyes widen or pupils dilate while you're discussing a topic. That could indicate surprise, intrigue, or even excitement. These micro-reactions are powerful indicators of what's happening in the other person's mind. Similarly, the eyebrows play a critical role in nonverbal communication. When raised slightly, they may suggest curiosity or surprise, while furrowed brows often indicate confusion, frustration, or deep thought. By tuning into these subtle facial movements, you gain insight into emotions and thoughts that might not be verbalized. For example, if someone's eyes appear tired or their gaze is distant, it could signal emotional fatigue or disinterest, even if they're nodding along to your words. All these signs help you discern what's truly happening beneath the surface. Understanding the importance of eye contact doesn't just help you interpret others, it also affects how others perceive you. Maintaining appropriate eye contact shows that you're present and engaged. It fosters trust and opens a channel for authentic connection. Gautama Buddha himself emphasized mindfulness in communication, teaching that by being fully present, we can better understand the emotions and intentions of those around us. The eyes, when observed with attention, provide a mirror to the mind's workings. Now, let's transition to the second crucial method, decoding body language. Our bodies are constantly speaking a language of their own, often revealing truths that words might conceal. Every gesture, posture, and movement has meaning. Think of a person who leans forward while you're speaking. This simple action communicates interest and attentiveness, even without a word being spoken. On the other hand, if someone leans back or crosses their arms tightly across their chest, it might suggest defensiveness, discomfort, or a lack of interest. Hands in particular are incredibly expressive. If someone's hands are fidgeting or tapping on a surface, it can indicate impatience or nervousness. Meanwhile, hands that remain still and open often suggest calmness and receptivity. A common example is when people touch their face or adjust their hair repeatedly while speaking. This might be a sign of self-consciousness or unease. Conversely, relaxed and steady gestures convey confidence and transparency. Posture is another powerful indicator. A person standing tall with their shoulders back exudes confidence and authority, while slouched shoulders and a downward gaze may signal insecurity or sadness. Imagine you're in a meeting and a colleague presents an idea with slumped posture and hesitant movements. Their body language tells you they're unsure or lack confidence in their proposal, even if their words suggest otherwise. Buddhist teachings often draw attention to the unity of mind and body. Every movement reflects a state of mind. For example, when someone walks briskly and purposefully, it might indicate they're focused and determined. Slow, hesitant steps might suggest uncertainty or introspection. Observing these physical cues helps you understand not only what someone is feeling, but also their level of engagement or intent. Remember, body language isn't universal. It's influenced by culture, personality, and context. What might appear as disinterest in one culture could signify respect in another. The key is to observe patterns and align them with the context of your interaction. By being mindful and present, you can interpret these signals with greater accuracy, much like the blind brother who, despite his lack of sight, could see the truth in people's actions. Now let's move to the third technique, one that requires a deep sensitivity to subtle details, listening to the voice. The human voice carries not only words, but also the emotions and energy behind them. When you listen closely to how someone speaks, you gain a window into their inner world. Start by paying attention to the pace of their speech. A hurried and rushed tone often indicates anxiety, stress, or excitement. It's as if the words are racing to catch up with the thoughts flooding their mind. In contrast, a calm and measured pace reflects composure and control. Imagine speaking with someone whose voice flows steadily, pausing thoughtfully between sentences. Their tone suggests they're grounded and deliberate in their thinking. But when someone's speech becomes erratic or punctuated with frequent pauses, it may reveal hesitation, nervousness, or uncertainty. The tone and pitch of the voice are equally revealing. A high-pitched tone can signal excitement or agitation, while a deep, steady tone exudes confidence and authority. Changes in pitch, such as sudden rises or drops, can indicate shifts in emotion, frustration, surprise, or even joy. Consider the last time someone laughed heartily or sighed deeply in your presence. Without saying a word, their voice conveyed a wealth of emotion. Even silence has its own voice. A pause before responding might suggest careful consideration, or it could indicate discomfort or reluctance to share. Pay attention to how someone phrases their words. Do they stumble, repeat themselves, or choose vague terms? These patterns often hint at underlying emotions or thoughts they may not be ready to disclose. Buddhism teaches that mindful listening is an act of compassion. By truly hearing someone, beyond their words, you connect with their emotional state. This connection fosters understanding and empathy. Think of a time when someone truly listened to you, not just with their ears but with their presence. Didn't it feel as if they understood you more deeply? This is the power of tuning into the voice. But all these techniques, observing the eyes, decoding body language, and listening to the voice, rely on one critical skill: being present. Without anchoring yourself in the present moment, you cannot truly perceive the subtle signals others are sending. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of mindfulness, the practice of bringing your attention fully to the here and now. When your mind is scattered, caught in the web of past regrets or future anxieties, you miss the nuances of human interaction. To read someone's mind, you must first quiet your own. Start by focusing on your breath. Take a moment to notice its rhythm, its flow. This simple act centers you, allowing you to observe others with clarity and intention. When you are present, your mind becomes like a still pond, reflecting the reality of others without distortion. The blind brother in our story exemplifies this principle. Though he lacked physical sight, his mind was so attuned to the present that he could perceive truths hidden to others. His wisdom reminds us that understanding others begins with understanding ourselves. When we cultivate mindfulness, we develop the ability to see beyond the surface, to hear beyond words, and to connect with the essence of those around us. These techniques are not about manipulation, they're about connection. By observing the eyes, decoding body language, and listening to the voice, you develop a deeper understanding of the people in your life. You move beyond assumptions and judgments, entering a space of compassion and awareness. Imagine how your relationships might transform if you truly understood what others were feeling, even when they struggled to express it. Think of the trust you could build, the conflicts you could resolve, the empathy you could offer. The blind brother's teachings are a gift, a reminder that by cultivating mindfulness, we can unlock the secrets of human connection and elevate not only our relationships, but also our lives. So, let me ask you, which of these techniques will you begin practicing today? Perhaps you'll start by paying closer attention to the eyes, noting the subtle shifts in gaze and expression. Or maybe you'll focus on body language, observing the unspoken cues that reveal more than words ever could. Perhaps you'll listen more deeply, tuning into the emotional undertones of someone's voice. Whatever path you choose, remember this: the journey begins with you. By centering your mind in the present, you open yourself to truly seeing, hearing, and understanding others. And in doing so, you not only connect with them, but also discover a deeper connection with yourself. As the Buddha taught, when we are present, we see clearly. Let these words guide you as you embark on this practice of mindful observation. The insights you gain will not only enrich your relationships, but also bring clarity and peace to your own heart.